In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. Today's story of Hazrat Fatima, the daughter of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Prophet of Islam had only one daughter named Fatima. Her mother Khadija had two other daughters from her two earlier marriages. When the Prophet married her, both daughters came with her mother to live in the house of the Prophet. Hazrat Fatima was born 5 years before Bethat when Muhammad wasallam was about 35 years old and her mother Khadija was about 50 years old. He has many other titles, Zahra and Lady of Light and Sayyiduddin Nisa al-Alamin, leader of the women of the world. The date of her birth was 20 Jamadil Akhir. After the death of her mother Khadija, she looked after her father, the Prophet of Islam, so devoutly. He used to call her Umme Abiha, the mother her father. This was the hardest time for the family because in the same year Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Talib, who was the protector of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the anniversary of the Quraysh, also died in the same year as Khadija. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam married Salma, an old widow, after the death of Khadija to have someone to look after the household chores. When Salma was requested to tutor the child Fatima, the wise woman replied, "How can I tutor one who is the personification of high virtue and purity? It is I who should learn from her." Her childhood, therefore, was passed in a very chaste and modest environment. It was then that she saw her revered father teaching Islam in the most hostile atmosphere. The hostel of the Quraysh after the death of Abu Talib and Khadija was the strongest. Fatima saw and dressed the wound sustained by her father due to the stone thrown on him by the non-believers who were to the preaching of Islam. She might have heard and seen that certain rich women hurled rubbish on her noble father. She might have learnt of the plans made to put an end to her father's life. All these things Fatima was neither frightened nor disheartened. She comforted her father, tended to his wound even at that tender age. The entire family was blanketed with clouds of sorrowful gas, a result of the almost daily humiliation and mockery to which her most revered father was subjected. When the migration took place, Fatima was left in Mecca with the rest of the family, which included her stepmother Salma Ali, mother Fatima binte Asad, and many others. Was in charge of the family. He stayed in Mecca for another 3 days to give back the deposit to the Meccas who entrusted these to the Prophet for safekeeping. After fulfilling this duty, Ali brought the family to Medina. After 1 year stay in Medina, when Fatima was about 18 years old, that proposal for marriage began to be received by the Prophet, who politely refused to accept by simply saying that it is in the hands of Allah, that he was awaiting Allah's decree in this matter. Fatima was the model of Prophet teaching among women, just as Ali was the best embodiment of his instructions and many qualities among men. They were the most suitable couple to be married, but Ali was too modest to speak about it. After some from friends, he finally went to see the Prophet in the mosque and proposed for marriage. Prophet told Fatima about it and asked her whether she would approve. After receiving her consent, the marriage of Fatima radiallahu anha and Ali radiallahu anha took in the simplest possible manner. Ali radiallahu anha sold his shield for armor for 200 dirhams, brought the money to the Holy Prophet, who added a similar amount and asked his companion to buy household goods to set up home for the Holy Family. Solemnized by the Prophet himself, and after marriage the couple went to live in a separate house next to the house of the Prophet around the mosque. Hassan was born in the third year of Hijrah. Hussein was born in the fourth year of Hijrah. Zainab was born in the sixth year of Hijrah. Kulthum was born in the seventh year of Hijrah. It was in the same house that the famous verse of purification was revealed on the Holy Prophet, and its narration by Fatima has become so famous. Read in every Muslim house as Hadith Qissa. The reading of the Hadith brings blessing to the household. It was in the same house where this blessed family fasted for 3 days continuously without eating any food, giving away their iftari to a beggar, an orphan, and a dishonor of their extremely charitable act in the way of Allah. It was the same house where every stood outside and said loudly, Assalamu alaikum. Ya Ahle Bethat, peace and blessing on the people of the household of the Nabi. There was so much respect in the heart of the Holy Prophet for Fatima radiallahu anha that when Fatima arrived the mosque of the Prophet, the Holy Prophet stood up to respect her. This gesture was also to show the companion respect for women, generally which was lacking in the Arabian society of the day. The act of the Prophet were to show the companion that this house and its occupants have a special place in the way of Allah, and that this status should be maintained after the death of Prophet. Fortunately, this was not done as the Holy Prophet intended his companion to do. History tells us some every sad moment connected with this house. After the death of Prophet, when Ali radiallahu anha did not come out to give his oath of allegiance to Abu Bakr, door of the house was burned down to get him out. In the process, Fatima was injured. The unborn child died because of this harsh action of some of the companions, and she herself died within 3 months of the death of her holy father. The following lines of poetry show her ordeal after the death of her holy father very clearly. After the death of my father, my suffering was so great that if such hardship fell upon days, the days would turn into nights. Fatima radiallahu anha was a symbol of womanhood in Islam, how a daughter, a wife, and a mother should behave in ordinary lives. For such type of videos, please visit our channel and don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for get notification of new videos. My beloved viewers, stay blessed, fi imanillah.